and then I will. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fans watching across the globe. Salam alaikum and welcome to the final draw for the TotalEnergies CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2024. We are honored to have in our midst tonight the President of the Confederation of African Football, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, the President of the Royal Moroccan Football Federation, Mr. Fawzi Lakja, and the chairperson of the Women's Football Committee, as well as the CAF Vice President, Mrs. Kanizat Ibrahim, distinguished guests and members of the media. Now, we gather here in the beautiful city of Salé, a land where tradition meets ambition, to celebrate the unstoppable rise of African women's football. Remember, if you're watching us, you can also watch it live on CAF TV YouTube page. And thank you to our global audiences. You can also follow the draw across all CAF Women digital platforms. Join the conversation using the hashtag TotalEnergies WAFCON. Now, let me take you back a bit. The last edition of the WAFCON, it shattered records, inspired millions, and proved that the future is indeed bold, brilliant, and female. So before heading to the next tournament here in Morocco, let's take a journey through history and relive some unforgettable moments that the last edition took place here in the same country.
TotalEnergies Women's Africa Cup of Nations, going to be the best ever.
I'm sure you're feeling the adrenaline and also the emotions that we saw in Morocco. What a tournament it was. Many more memories will be made here in Morocco. And I must say, thanks to the vision of CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe, the achievements over the last 3 years have been incredible. Under his guidance, CAF has increased funding for women's football, ensuring that resources are available for training and, most importantly, development. So we have seen the introduction of new competitions like the African Football Championship and also the expansion of existing ones that we have as well. So providing opportunities for female athletes and also showcasing their talents on the international stage. So we need to give him credit for that. But what I am interested in, and the good news, is the prize money for the CAF Women's Champions League, which currently taking place here in Morocco. It has increased, moving from $400,000 to $600,000 for the winners. And shout out to the teams that made it to the final. That is TP Mazembe of DR Congo and also ASFA of Morocco. We also very proud, very proud. Thank you very much. Very proud of the semi-finalists, that is Edo Queens of Nigeria and also FC Massa of Egypt for their strong performances in this edition. Now, I know you are waiting. You want to see what is going to happen with the draw. Yes, we're going back to the main event, and the 13th edition of the CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations will feature 12 teams, and that went the extra mile, offering entertainment and also spectacle during the qualifiers. So before we proceed to the draw, let us celebrate the achievements of these remarkable teams, which represent the creme de la creme of African women's football. So without further ado, let's take a look at this year's edition teams. So I call these 12 the elite group. And definitely, if you are here, you should be counting your stars. Remember Ghana, Tanzania, I've seen the Ghana coach here, and Mali as well as DR Congo are among the teams taking part in this edition, returning after a long absence. So we are excited to see them. While Botswana will also participate for the second time in a row in the WAFCON final. So we can expect some surprises, and that is why we are in for. Now, to help us kick things off, it's my honor to welcome a true trailblazer in African women's football. She made history as the first woman to officiate at the men's AFCON in 2021 in Cameroon, and also the first woman to officiate at the Men's World Cup in Qatar 2022, showcasing her exceptional talent and breaking barriers for women in sport. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome on stage the extraordinary referee, Salima Mukazanga. Thank you. Salima, good to have you here. I'm sure you're excited about it. You saw your image in there and the emotions and everything. Tell me your expectations about this edition.
I'm so excited and can't wait the kickoff. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's an honor and privilege for me to represent Africa Women Referee on this event, and also Dr. Mutepe. Thank you very much for trusting me. You trusted me, you give me a go-ahead, you supported me, and you give me the key to open the door for all women's referee to go to represent Africa to the world. We unleash our potential. We give all we have for the beautiful our football into Africa. Thank you so much for that.
And Salima, I can have you here and not let you talk about this. You gain a lot of experience in the field, like you've mentioned, but as you prepare to retire, what are your plans to pass on knowledge to the younger ones?
Football opened many doors for me. It helps me a lot in life. I learn many things on the field and off the field. This is the moment for me to support, to give my best, to guide, to mentor, and also to be a role model to all young girls and women into sport, especially in football, to unleash their potential, to reveal and to understand their dreams and to let it go, and then to fight. It's the moment we need to fight also, because they give us a key, so it's time for us also to show that we are able and we have ability. My position now, I'm ready to support and give all I have to support young girls and women into sport.
Amazing, amazing stuff. Thank you very much, Salima, there, and we can't wait to see your journey. Now, our next guest has left an indelible mark on African women's football with performances in the post, and she has been very instrumental for South African national team, that is Banyana, and also Mamelodi Sundowns ladies, leading them to numerous victories like the Women's Africa Cup of Nations here in Morocco and Women's Champions League as well, winning it twice. So joining me here on stage current now is Andile Dlamini. Right, so we are leaving the middle. Andile, you'll be here for us. No, you'll be there for us. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Let's talk about women's football, and it's improving day by day. Talk to us. You have enjoyed so many successes, but which one stands out the most for you?
Firstly, good evening to everybody. Dr. Dade Petrus Mutsepe. It's a lovely honor being here and representing women footballers. Firstly, there's so many moments I would choose, but I would like to firstly congratulate Africa for a beautiful year. We have seen superstars all over the world, globally making it in the world and showcasing what Africa is capable of. The likes of the Chawinga sisters, Tembi Khatlane, Jermaine Sioposingwe, I would mention Barbara Banda, and a whole lot of superstars that are making it globally and keeping records. So many moments I would count. But I would like to also thank CAF for the school program that they've implemented. I see a lot of youngsters coming up from that program, and my duty as a footballer is to inspire the next generation to be the best that they can be through these opportunities that are created for women, and especially in this lifetime. Best moment is obviously winning the CAF Women's African Cup of Nations. The best moment in my life that has actually paved way and changed so many things for me outside football, not only inside football. And I'd like to urge a lot of sponsors to come on board and support women, because we are about to make things happen for Africa.
Thank you very much, Andile. That is how you use your impact, in a positive way. Now, we left the last spot for someone who is very closer to home. So she is a former player and also assistant coach for ASFA, and for many years she played with the national team, and she's also currently shining as the assistant coach for the Moroccan national team B. Please welcome to the stage Fatia Lassiri. good to have you here. Let's talk about North African football. A lot of renaissance. We've seen so many growth this side. Speak to us about how important this is for women's football.
I represent Morocco and I'm very happy to be here with you and during this amazing event, and I would like to tell you that I'm very happy and to see that they are doing an amazing job. The football of women football is indeed an amazing opportunity for everybody here so that we can show the world that we're doing a great job. And would like to thank His Majesty Mohammed VI, God glorify him, and the Federation of Football for the amazing work they're doing here, for all these achievements, because now they have put forward all the resources and all we need. And these are indeed providing us with all the necessary sources so that football, women football, could advance and be developed and enhanced furthermore. And let me say again that via these different tournaments and also this professional women football, and also to improve the situation of the national team and to provide them with all what they need in terms of capacity development and others, so that we make of our national team representing our country in the biggest events worldwide.
And Billy, and also Salima as well. So now we are getting to the business end of this event, and I'm excited and also privileged to bring someone on stage who has been very pivotal in organizing numerous tournaments across the continent, and he's previously, or he is the right fit when it comes to organizing these draws and telling us about the procedure and everything. So it's my pleasure to bring on stage Director of Tournaments and also Events at CAF, Mr. Samson Amadou, to take us through this draw.
Thank you very much, Juliet, for the warm welcome. It's an honor and privilege for me to be amongst such amazing women that are doing great things for women's football. And thank you. So, bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. C'est une immense honor.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to be here with you about and during this amazing and important moment of the CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 24. This draw will be indeed taking place for English so that we make it and give it this characteristic that it's international and
audience. And before we begin this draw, I would like to walk you through a procedure for the draw that will guide us tonight. And to ensure transparency and clarity, CAF has prepared a detailed video explaining how the draw is going to proceed this evening. Please let us take a look at this video.
Welcome to TotalEnergies CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2024. In this video, we'll explain to you the draw procedure that will determine the tournament groups. 12 teams have qualified. They will be placed into 3 groups with 4 teams in each group. The teams are also categorized into 4 levels based on their FIFA rankings to ensure balanced and exciting competition. As per the competition regulations, Morocco, as the host nation, is assigned position A1, while South Africa, the defending champions, is placed in position C1. This leaves Nigeria, the third level 1 team, automatically placed in position B1. The draw will be conducted using 3 pots. Pot 1 for level 2 teams, pot 2 for level 3 teams, and pot 3 for level 4 teams. We will begin with pot 3, followed by pot 2, and conclude with pot 1. Here's how it works. First, teams from pot 3 are drawn to positions A4, B4, and C4. Next, teams from pot 2 are drawn to positions A3, B3, and C3. Finally, teams from pot 1 are assigned to positions A2, B2, and C2. With that, our groups are set and the excitement will begin. Let's start the draw.
And before we start the draw, it is very important on behalf of CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe, who is here with us this evening. I would like to congratulate the 12 teams who have qualified to this edition of the competition. They have worked really tirelessly to earn their spot in this competition. And of course, as Julia said, welcome all our viewers from all the way watching from everywhere. So we will begin the draw very shortly, but before doing that, let us look at the 12 teams and how they will be populated into the groups. In pot number 1, we have Zambia, Ghana, and Tunisia. Pot number 2, we have Mali, Senegal, and Algeria. And pot number 3, we have DR Congo, Tanzania, and Botswana. And according to the competition regulations, we have our host needs to be in Group A in position A1. So in position A1, we have Morocco. Morocco, the runners-up in the 2022 edition. They are hosting for the second consecutive edition. They'll be building on their strong performance which they had at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in New Zealand and Australia. And in Group B, position B1, we would have Nigeria in there. Nigeria are 9-time champions. They're the record holders of this competition. They will be chasing their historic 10th Women African Cup of Nations title. And in Group C, according to the regulations of the competition, our defending champions, Andile, your dear Bayana, they will be in Group C in position C1. And they will be aiming to retain their title after making the last 16 in New Zealand and Australia. And to begin the draw, Salima, you're going to start with us. But first, let us look at the teams again. We have DR Congo, Tanzania, and Botswana. Now that the stage is set for the draw, let us begin. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, please.
Can't wait to start.
Thank you. Reveal the first team that will be joining Morocco in Group A.
By the transparency. DRC.
DR Congo are making their Women African Cup of Nations comeback after a decade. They knocked out 2-time champions Guinea Equatorial in the qualifiers. They'll be in Group A, joining Morocco in position A4. The next team joining Group B.
Botswana.
Botswana, after a very impressive debut here in Morocco in 2022, they return after having defeated Gabon in 10-1 aggregates in the qualifiers. They'll be joining Nigeria in position B4. And last but not the least,
Just the last.
to confirm, it should be Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Tanzania are returning to the Women African Cup of Nations for the very first time since 2010. That's 14 years ago. They overcame Cote d'Ivoire in penalties in a dramatic qualifiers run. They will be completing the teams in pot number 3, joining South Africa in Group C in position C4. Thank you very much. Fatia, maintenant on va passer vers toi.
Okay.
Well, to you, if you are ready, Fatiha, we will now look into the details and the results. We have Mali, Senegal.
Qui va choisir?
It's you who's going to choose the teams that will join Morocco in Group A. Please go ahead. Senegal.
In 2022 here in Morocco, they are returning with a very solid defense. They had 3 clean sheets in the qualifiers. They'll be joining Morocco and DRC in Group A in position A3. Prochaine équipe pour le Groupe B.
Algeria.
Algeria now. And finally, this is going to be certainly Mali. Mali.
To better their performance in 2018, where they finished in semi-finals. They'll be in Group C, joining Bayana and Tanzania in position C3. Merci, Fatia.
Thank you very much, Fatia.
We go over to you for the heavyweights, as we call them. In pot number 1, we have Zambia, Ghana, and Tunisia. And to wrap up our Group A, which team is it going to be?
Let's see. Zambia.
Zambia is a team Morocco knows very well. And Zambia, the bronze medalist in the 2022 edition here in Morocco. These are 4th straight qualifiers. They have 12-0 aggregate against Angola in the qualifiers, so they'll be waxing strong. They'll be completing our Group A in position A2. And to complete Group B, Andile.
Tunisia.
Tunisia were the quarterfinalists here in Morocco in 2022. They'll be returning after netting an incredible 18 goals in the qualifiers. They'll be completing Group B, joining Nigeria, Algeria, and Botswana in position B2. And last, Andile, to complete our draw for this evening.
Ghana.
Ghana returns to the Women AFCON after defeating Rwanda in 12-0 aggregate in the qualifiers, making their 13th appearance. They'll be in Group C in position C2. And just to do a recap, in Group A we have Morocco, Zambia, Senegal, and DRC. Group B we have Nigeria, Tunisia, Algeria, and Botswana. And Group C we have South Africa, Ghana, Mali, and Tanzania. And there you have it. The stage is now set for what promises to be a very exciting Women's Africa Cup of Nations. From my side, I want to thank you first for sharing the stage with me. It's been an honor for me, and to thank our viewers at home. And I can only wish good luck to all the teams in their preparation, and may this tournament bring the very best out from African football. And just as a reminder, the competition will be taking place from the 5th to the 26th of July next year, and 2025 it will be in the city of Rabat and Casablanca. In Casablanca, we're going to have 2 stadiums, in the Mohamed Hamis, also known as Mohamed V, the mystical stadium in Casablanca, and in the Zaouli Stadium, which was hosting some games in the Women's Champions League. And in Rabat, we have the new stadium, which will be in the complex Moulay Abdallah. So from my side, thank you very much. I'll leave the floor back to the capable hands of our MC, Juliet, to do a wrap-up. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Samson. I'm sure that the teams, they've started preparing, but Andile is not smiling. I don't know the group. We're looking at the groups here, and she's not smiling. But let me start with you, Salima. I know Ghana beat you, but which of the groups, as you see here, which one excites you?
It's going to be tough, huh? I know all the teams. They have been preparing. They will coming to play football. They will come to fight, compete, win, and conquer. So may the best team win.
You know what Salima is doing? She's playing it safe, but it's okay. Fatia, Morocco, Group A, with a powerhouse as well, Zambia. They went to the final, Morocco, the last time they hosted it. How is the feeling like? Is it coming home or is it staying home this time?
It's true that these different groups and the different teams now, they try indeed to preserve their chances of winning, and they are here for real competition. And each team, they are here and having one intention, one goal is to participate and win. And for the group in which we have Morocco and Zambia and Senegal and DR Congo, let me say that Kingdom of Morocco will try to preserve and keep its chances of winning, and won't be an easy competitor, and will try to do its best in order to prevent others from winning it easily. Especially that we're now in Morocco, we're trying to take into our advantage this, the supporters, and this is going to be a real advantage on the side of the national team of the Kingdom of Morocco. It's going to push indeed the women players so that they can give all they can give and the best, so that they can score and qualify for the next levels, and why not winning and getting this cup and keeping it in the Kingdom of Morocco. Thank you very much.
That we say, Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Now, finally, coming to Andile. I know Coach Desiree Ellis is watching us, and you look at this group. How many points are you picking, Banyana?
Firstly, as the defending champions, we're not going to be cocky at all. The only thing that we need to do is work extremely hard, preparing for this tournament, because it's a humongous tournament in Africa. And like I've said, the top 3 countries have actually finished in the last 16 at the FIFA World Cup, Women's World Cup, and anyone is capable of winning this tournament. It depends on who actually excels on that specific day. But as the defending champions, we're ready to work hard and actually showcase our talents. South Africa is a beautiful country and has beautiful players, talented players that always want to leave their all. And I know that each and every African girl out there wants to showcase their talent in the African continent, because this is where it all begins. Before you even go overseas and showcase your talent, it starts here at home. So this is going to be a great competition.
Thank you very much. But you know what I can tell you? A little bit just whispered to me that the Ghana coach says she's taking 3 points. So now you have to fight for the other points, you know. Thank you very much, Andile. Thank you so much to our legends here, and also to Samson as well, and everyone watching us at home. The stage is set for an unforgettable tournament. Morocco, Africa, and the rest of the world, get ready for WAFCON 2024. Mark your calendars as the CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations will take place, like Samson mentioned, 5th to the 26th of July 2025. We are promising you a spectacular display of football. Many more treasured memories that will leave you in awe will be made here in Morocco. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Shukran. Obrigado. See you at kickoff in Morocco. Have a good night. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The microphone wasn't working.
Thank you.
See, Andile. We didn't.